Good morning, you motherfuckers. What up? I know this is a random late night live. This is a random late night live. Good morning, you motherfuckers. My name is Danny Keith, father, filmmaker, and creator. I'm going to be here, you know what I'm saying, keeping the streak alive, just making sure that you know what I'm saying, we stay on track, you know what I'm saying? Every day we going to be up in this bitch talking to y'all, chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. Today, I actually got a unique story about this special lens of mine. All right. I'm going to start the story by going ahead and telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? No cap 2023. You know what I'm saying? I stole this lens. It's like, I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding for any of my fans, man. I love y'all, man. I want to tell y'all this story about just my personal experience with some equipment. And to be honest, like the reason why I want to tell y'all is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I had this bad boy, one of my favorite lens that I've ever used, one of my best documentaries, or one of my best films that I ever shot, was using this lens. Such a crispy, it's a 70 to 200. For anybody who doesn't know, it's a 70 to 200, 2.8 millimeter, awesome Canon lens. It's a great lens. And to be honest, the reason why I want to tell y'all about it is because um, I actually had to pawn it a long time ago. So in probably about, I want to say 2018, 19, 2019. So 3 years ago, I bought this lens for I think $1,100. Oh, I stole it for $1,100. And long story short, I was in a tight position with some finances, you know what I'm saying? And I had to get my rent paid. And I was looking around like, well, what the hell? All my shit is kind of dated. The only thing that was really of value was my gimbal and this lens. So I ended up going to the goddamn pawn shop and pawning this lens and also this Rodecaster Pro, which hooks up all my audio. Why the hell am I telling y'all this story about me having to pawn my motherfucking equipment? Because to be honest, when I pawned that shit, y'all, I was ready to I was ready to give up. I was ready to just throw in the damn white towel. It was right when the pandemic started. I had some business deals that didn't go through as I had planned. And it just put me in a tight space without having the ability to hustle the way that, I was able to hustle, I'm saying, maybe a couple weeks prior at that time because of the pandemic. It had shut down all that bullshit. So long story short, I was like, well, what the hell do I do? I went and pawned it. Now, this lens cost me goddamn like $1,100 at the initial time of when I bought it. And I'm pretty sure I got like $600 for it. This podcast machine, it costs like 750. I think I got like $200 for it. Anyways, after the pandemic, I couldn't buy this lens back. I did buy my podcast machine back because there's some type of like attachment to my journey that as I've grown and I've learned of what I love and what I use the most. I love the podcast machine because it allows me to use my voice. There's so much potential with this machine. I had a super emotional attachment to the machine, so I bought the machine back and I lost my lens. So for the last 2 years, I would say I haven't really had this lens. And recently, I was in a position where like I could buy it back, and I got the upgraded version. This is the new series. Pretty sure it's like the third series, and I ended up paying a lot more for it. So, reason why I'm telling you this is because when I was pawning this equipment, I couldn't see no future with this shit. When I bought this piece of equipment back, not only was I investing in all my business, my craft, all those good things, there was like an emotional attachment. There was an emotional thing that I bought back. I kind of like bought, I kind of like anteed back into the playing, you know what I'm saying, the game. I kind of anteed up, if you know what I'm trying to say. I was, you know what I'm saying, yo, I'm here. This is one of my best weapons. You know what I'm saying? It's a top of the line lens. It's one of my best weapons to create the products that I make. So it's kind of like me buying back into this dream. It's like, yo, keep reinvesting into yourself, keep reinvesting into your goals. It's this everything that ironically, everything that I own or everything that I stole, you know what I'm saying, is mine forever. So that's why I steal so much, y'all. All right, I gotta cut that up, man. I gotta cut that up. Anyways, let me go back to my notes, okay? So the reason why I brought that up is because somebody out there um knows they need to invest in themselves, invest in their craft. And I think it would be like ending back up into your dream. And I would encourage somebody, you know what I'm saying, like how I had to purchase this, um, to buy back into your dream. You know what I'm saying? Reinvest back into your craft. That's my message there. I want to tell you the other side of this story, which is motherfucking the other side of the story is when I bought this lens back, it was like way more than I expected to spend. And then I got put in this position of where like financially, like I haven't been in a long time. And I was operating out of fear. So reason why I tell you that is because for me, one of the key moments in the last few months that I realized is like when you invest in yourself or you invest in your craft, even when you broke, you're not broke. And I didn't realize that. I know that, but I didn't know that in this particular moment because I I I um I panicked. And in those times of panic, like I gotta feel like, you know what I'm saying? There has to be some sense of understanding of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You placing a big bet on yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Quite frankly, where else is your bet beneficial to be placed besides you? You know what I mean? Where else is your bet really beneficial? I think, you know what I'm saying, for me, my story and my journey is that yo, I'm betting on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm betting on me at the end of the day that I'm gonna use this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That this is gonna bring back the joy of creating great films. This is gonna bring the joy of, you know what I'm saying, capturing that image of how I want to. So no matter what position you in, like you can't I can't have fear. I have to have faith. You know what I'm saying? So that was really my message because when you invest thousands and thousands of dollars into whether it be a course, whether it be material, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, whatever the hell you need for your stuff, um, there's fear attached to it. And you don't have to, you don't have, you know what I'm saying? You choose fear. You don't have to have fear. You can have faith, baby. That's what I'm trying to talk to y'all about. You know what I'm saying? The story of my lens is having faith in me that we gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's Annie and back up into the game that we here, baby. We here for the long run too. You know what I'm saying? Love you, Kelsey. I appreciate you tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Lewis, man, I appreciate you too, baby. I see you showing love, man, all the time too. You always showing love. I appreciate y'all. But look, I know it's late night. I know it's late night. It's a late night chop up session. I ain't even sparked my blunt, y'all. See, look, that's how I know I just went right into it. Cause you know what I'm saying? I had a lot to get off my chest. With the story of my lens, you know what I'm saying? It's emotional to me because I remember where I was, you know what I'm saying, mentally. I remember where I was, you know what I'm saying, emotionally at that time of when I had to decide to pawn my equipment, you know what I'm saying, to pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? That's the story people don't talk about with entrepreneurship is being broke and having to pawn your shit to keep your shit going and then having to buy your shit back. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep the dream alive. just to keep the dream alive. All right. So I got a question for the audience. You know what I'm saying? Anybody watching, anybody tapping in, you know what I'm saying? How can you invest into yourself? How can you reinvest into your dream? How can you put more chips onto the table betting on you? You know what I'm saying? Right now in this season. You know what I'm saying? That's my 10-minute bell. But like right now in this season, how can you do that? For me, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? 100% of my growth this far has all been organic. It's just me coming out here talking to y'all, me posting on the social media clips, networking. You know what I'm saying? It's about time I put some money into the promotion side. So that's where I can invest into me in my craft, which is just getting me out there to more people, to more eyes, so that one day I'll be up here and there's 30 people in here and you know what I'm saying, fuck, maybe half the people I don't even know them. That's my goal. But look, y'all, I ain't gonna hold you up tonight. I love you, motherfuckers. I'll be back tomorrow at an earlier time, I promise. But tonight was a late night session with Danny Keith. My name's Danny Keith, like I said. I love you, motherfuckers. That's all I got. Peace.